Malignant coming soon, July 20th, 10 a.m. Let's get into the juice right here. Here are all the Malignant Hearts. Let's go. There's class-specific ones. Okay. Where do we start? General. De Picana. Critical strikes, electrical. This is the one we've seen, right? This might be insane. There's some use case synergies with like crazy attack speed, crazy crit, like Arclash Sorcerer potentially builds. So we'll see. The Dark Dance. Every 5 seconds while above 60% life, core skill costs... They cost life instead of your primary resources. Skills that consume life deal 20% increased damage. Holy shit. This is really fucking strong. You can solve your resource issues, and it only costs a bit of life that you can heal with health potions and stuff. And you deal 20% increased damage. But every 5 seconds for how long? I don't get it. Every 5 seconds. So is it like 5 seconds you don't have this, and then 5 seconds you have this? Every 5 seconds, okay. So every 5 seconds you have it for 5 seconds. Is that what you guys understand? No. Is it just for one skill? Okay, then it's shit. There ain't no way. Everybody's understanding is different. Man, okay, if it's one attack, then it fucking sucks. We'll figure it out. It might have huge potential. I mean, if it's one attack, then, well, whatever. Well, let's see the rest. Tempting Fate. You gain 60% critical strike damage, but your non-critical strikes... Bro. This is pretty pork for Barbs. Whirlwind Barb? 100% crit chance? Anyone? Yeah, non-crits, but we don't do any non-crits. Like, Druid the same. Right? Like here, this is our Druid. Tornado Druid. 100% crit chance. Like, who cares? 1300 crit damage, 100% crit chance. Druid's rockin'. The Lionheart. You gain 10% barrier generation. You heal 3 to 7 life per second while you have an active barrier. Okay, what? That sounds pretty weak. Defensive. Okay, we're gonna go full deeps anyways. Whatever. Defensive one, yeah, I mean, if you wanna go to 100, like, don't play defensive, play offensive. 10 to 20% of incoming damage is instead suppressed. When you have a defensive subterfuge or macabre skill, all suppressed damage is amplified by 250% and explodes, dealing damage to near enemies. This one is interesting. This one is like defensive, but also offensive on the other side. Yeah, Lionheart, I mean, that fucking sucks. Like, it sounds like it sucks. But this one, this is interesting. This is how I would envision a defensive gem, right? It does something defensive. Like, it reduces the incoming damage by 20%, which is significant already. And then it also does an offensive explosion. That's fucking pork, dude. This is the gems or the hearts I'd like to see, man. That sounds interesting. Yeah, it has a cap, but we'll see. I mean, else you just get hit by like a level 100 monster and you one-shot everything. So they already thought about this. I mean, if it hits for 250% of the incoming damage, I mean, this could be infinite damage, right? But like, they kept it. And this might scale with your multipliers and stuff. So this is a very interesting gem. I like it. Huge heart for this heart. Next one. You become immune for 4 seconds. So immune means you can't be killed. After you lose more than 20% of life in a single hit, this effect can only occur once every 110 seconds. Dude, this is like a cheat death almost. You lose more than... This is... Okay, fuck. Oh man, this is insane. And this is RIP hardcore, guys. Like, what the fuck? I mean, people were already like... I mean, complaining kind of about all these things. And yeah. This is a cheat death gem. But yeah, this is fucking powerful. Really strong. This is insane for Uber-Lilith. Just imagine this one on Uber-Lilith. Like, you can just like tank the waves and stuff. This is really good for Lilith. Determination. Resource draining effects are 50% less effective. In addition, gain 8% resource generation. Okay, this one sucks. I mean, if you have resource drain on your key, just don't play it. But we're not gonna waste a hard slot for it, I guess. Whatever. Deal 510 to 680 fire damage to surrounding enemies whenever a crowd control effect is removed from you. Okay, I don't know. If this has no ICD, like, you might be able to do some crazy stuff with this, but overall I like the others a lot more. They calculated, after spending 150 to 200% of your primary resources, your next attack stuns enemies for 2 seconds. Okay. Stuns enemies for 2 seconds. Okay, this one doesn't sound as strong, but maybe it's gonna see some play. But I don't know, overall, with the nerf of the stun aspect from 40 to 20% and stuff, I don't think it's that great. Like, I mean, it's just a stun. Like, it's a legendary gem, man. Come on. This is the one that we've seen in the developer stream. Circle through a malignant bonus every 20 kills. Gain 20% attack speed. Core and basic has 15% chance to restore resources. Every 21 seconds, get a barrier. This one, I mean, the way I understand it works, you kill 20 enemies, you get attack speed. You kill another 20 enemies, you get 15% chance, not even unlucky it, 15% chance to restore your full primary resource. Think about Bone Spear. And if you do this on Lilith, like, the way I understand it, if you don't kill enemies, if you don't kill 20 enemies, you just have this effect forever, right? Yeah, even if it's a random choice, you just kill enemies outside of the boss area until you have it, and then you're fighting a single target boss, and you're not gonna kill 20 ads. And you have this effect permanently. It's not unlucky hit, guys. On every attack, you have a 15% chance to restore all your resources. What? That is nuts. If it's gonna be like that, we don't know. It might be insane. It might be really fucking crazy. We will see, my friends. Creeping Death. Your damage over time effects are increased by 40% for each different core control on the target. Unstoppable monsters and staggered bosses instead take 130% damage in damage over time effects. Damage over time effects are increased? Holy shit. This might bring like bleed and all the dot builds back on the table. This one, man, this one sounds insane. I mean, what if you stagger the boss? What if you stagger Lilith? And I mean, it doesn't depend on the color, guys. Circle through a malignant bonus every 20 kills. Like, it says nothing about the color. It's completely like, I mean, obviously we don't know it finally, but the way I understand it, it has nothing to do with your colors. Anyways, if a boss is staggered, how many different crowd control effects do you have on the target? Isn't it like 10 effects? Do you have like 400% increased damage? Yeah, stagger counts as like 20 different crowd controls, no? Okay, this one might be insane with staggering the boss. I don't understand, why is it... Okay, wait. Okay, it doesn't work on bosses. Unstoppable monsters and staggered bosses. Instead of this, do this. Okay, then it's not that crazy. But still pretty strong. The Barber. Super World Tier 3. Critical strikes and all subsequent damage within 4 seconds is absorbed by your target. Then the absorbed damage erupts onto surrounding enemies. Stored damage is increased by 10% per second. Critical strikes and all subsequent damage within 4 seconds. So this is gonna create, like, you're gonna like accumulate damage, like with the Barber in D3, after you do a crit for 4 seconds. And I mean, since 4 seconds is the cap and you get 10% increased damage per second, it's gonna be a 40% explosion. And this works for every target. This is insane. 40% more damage plus AoE. Let's say you hit 10 monsters. All 10 of them are gonna get this debuff. For 4 seconds, you deal 0 damage. And after 4 seconds, they all explode, dealing damage to each other. This is like area damage, yes? This is insane. This is the best gem, at least if it works the way I understand it. This is the best gem that I've read by far. It's like 2 times better than every other gem, maybe even more. Maybe it's even better. I mean, this sounds insane. This is like area damage, no? Like the Barber is like basically area damage in D3 as well.
The countdown only starts after you stop critting, so technically infinite scaling.
No. Critical strikes and all subsequent damage. Like if you do 1 crit, it starts accumulating damage. If you have a max roll for 4 seconds and then it all explodes for 10% per second, so 40% more damage. And it's also gonna deal AoE damage, guys. Yo. Dude. Man, this one is insane. This one is fucking crazy. Okay, let's keep reading. I think this is the best gem so far, at least. Wow, okay, this is just so powerful, guys. Like, I think this is gonna be make your entire build revolve around it. This is like insane if it works like that. Barbarian. Okay, here are the class-specific gems, guys. Furious Rage. After spending 100 Fury within 2 seconds, your next non-basic skill's critical strike chance is increased. This is the one we've seen. This one might snapshot the Whirlwind on cast, right? You spend 100 Fury, then you start spinning again, just like Limitless Rage, just like Expectant. It might snapshot for the entire Whirlwind duration, giving us a 30% increased crit chance. Could be pretty cool. Could be pretty cool. I could also see some use cases for Kick, because Kick spends all your Fury, and then it's not a basic skill, so it just gets increased crit chance. While below 60% life, you receive 60% more healing. Meh. Defensive gems. We're gonna go for that one. Pushing Speed. Your skills have a 30% chance to knock down all enemies when their skill's attack speed is higher than 35 to 20%. Yeah, doesn't really sound that interesting, but okay. We'll see. We'll test. Ignore pain. Here it is, guys. The Barbarians Dispatch. We need to ignore the pain of the Hodornerfs. Rest in peace. Incoming damage has a 15% chance of being ignored and instead heal you. Meh. Okay, I mean the only two... I think the only one that's interesting is this one, and it's only mildly interesting. I mean, these Barb gems are not really good, guys. I mean, come on. The only thing that's half decent is this one. Okay, let's see what the other classes get. Is Barb playable in season? I mean, you can play Barb, but I most likely won't. I'll make a decision later. When I read everything, there's still patch notes to go through. But yeah, guys, Rogue sounds pretty strong. Like, I think most people are gonna play Rogue. It's fucking crazy. They didn't nerf Twisting Blades, man. What? It's like the poison does infinite damage. Hello? But if the bleed Barb does infinite damage, is insta-nerfed. We'll see. Kills have a 5% chance to summon a wolf companion to your side. In addition, you gain +3 to wolves. Pretty cool. More summons, I like that. When 8 to 13 enemies are close, automatically cast Cyclone Armor. Yeah, this has an ICD. I mean, this could be decent. It could also trigger like your Nature's Fury again. We'll see. Up to 50 distant enemies are pulled towards you while you have an ultimate skill active. Okay, that is fucking cool. Support Druid, anybody? Big fucking pixel puts? I like that. That sounds pretty strong. Doesn't it? The Unconstrained Beast. When you are hit with a stun, freeze, or knockback effect, there's a 60% chance to automatically activate Grisly Rage. Well, guys, this synergizes really well with the Unstoppable nerf, right? So Druid is only unstoppable for 6 seconds after Grizzly Rage is there. And then when you're outside of Grizzly Rage, you just have a 60% chance to just activate it whenever you get stunned. Okay, this is by far the best class gem I've seen. What? Tornado Druids? Shred Druids? Bulwark Druids? And then they said Druid got nerfed. What? This is fucking insane. Yeah, it's defensive, but Grizzly Rage gives you 1400 crit damage and 100% crit chance. What? It's fucking insane. Yeah, Rogue's the best class by far, man. Like, it's not even close. But I mean, in endgame, Druid might beat her. But I mean, for season 1, guys, Rogue is the fucking way. And we haven't even read the Rogue stuff. Let's read it soon. Necromancer. Walking, but this is definitely the coolest one I've seen so far on the class specific ones. I mean, obviously this one is the strongest by a significant margin right now. But this one is a super world. I think this one is rare. Necromancer. Walking near a corpse automatically activates an equipped corpse skill every second, dealing 40 to 30% reduced damage. Walking near a corpse. What? No ICD? So you just walk to a corpse and then it explodes it? You walk to a corpse, then it corpse tendrils it? And then it just keeps doing this? Over and over and over. Okay, this is nuts. Okay, I think this is my new favorite after this. What the hell? Okay, every second. Okay, yeah, okay, 1 second ICD. That's still insane though. But does it matter if the skill is on cooldown? Like, let's say you do this for corpse tendrils. You just keep walking and everything gets fucking stunned and pulled and slowed and everything? Okay, this is insane. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna trigger the cooldown. Does it ignore the cooldown? I think, I mean, so corpse tendrils doesn't consume the corpse. Corpse explosion does. I think depending on which skill the trigger lands on, it can consume the corpse if it's corpse explosion, but if it's corpse tendrils the trigger, it doesn't consume the corpse. I think it's fucking sick. This one is super cool, guys. Holy shit, Necromancers. When at least 5 enemies are near you, gain an aura that automatically curses surrounding enemies with the Craprify. Bruh. This is what I wanted from the start. How big is the aura though? I don't know how big the range is of this, the Craprify aura, but that's fucking insane. As you can get new buffs with this. Now you can get damage increase versus cursed enemies and stuff, and you have a cursed aura. Frozen Terror. Up to a 20% chance of inflicting fear for 2.5 seconds. Feared enemies are chilled. Oof. I mean, I don't like this one. I hate fucking fearing enemies. Like, why would you ever want to do that? They just run away from you, you can't kill them. Doesn't sound that good to me. But maybe, we'll see. Okay, here, Minion Gem. Each minion drains 1 to 2% essence per second, but deals 75% increased damage. That's cool. Even with no minions, this bonus applies to you. But drain 5 seconds every second. Bro. That's pretty nuts. Man, and like every class gets something so cool, and look what the Barb is getting on the super. Barb on the super unique is getting a 15% chance to ignore incoming damage. I mean, come on. It's 15% toughness. And these other classes, like, they get something cool. But what's Barb getting, man? Like, Barb is getting some 15% toughness buff. Great. Okay, let's keep reading. Rogue, here we go, guys. Best class. Lucky hit, you have up to 20% chance to launch 3 stun grenades that deal damage and stun enemies. Okay, could be pretty decent. Rogue has like pretty good lucky hit. Trickery, when you use a subterfuge skill, leave behind an unstable shadow decoy trap that taunts enemies. The shadow decoy trap will explode after 6 seconds, dealing shadow damage. Can't occur more often.
Top 10 most disappointing Blizzard updates. I wanted to like this update, but if they balance Druid companions, I'm just leaving fail fish.
We'll see, we'll see. I don't think there was many companion stuff, but the Sorcerer, the Necromancer companions got a good buff. Okay, Shadow Decoy, I don't really know about these traps, I haven't really tried it. Lucky hits, up to 40% chance, your cutthroat skills to slow by 40%. Okay, I mean, there's a bunch of lucky hit stuff. Okay, now to the superpower of rogues. Your attacks have a 15% chance to apply all imbuement effects. You know how fast rogue also attacks, dude? But like, would this only be for one skill? This is insane. 50% efficiency. Wait, do you even have to have an imbuement on your skill bar with this? Dude. Oh my god, this is so insane. You have all the fucking imbuements. What the fuck? I think this rogue is so strong they gotta nerf Bob again. What? What? Get all imbuements, easy going. You can probably even have all the runes at the same time. And this does have no ICD. I mean, you're just like twisting blading or rapid firing or whatever. Dude. This is fucking nuts. Okay, guys, let's see. The Sorcerer. I mean, like, compare this and this. Like, 75%, 1.75 multiplicative damage, and then Barb. Why do we have to get something defensive on Barb? In our superpower. Dude, I want deeps. Like, 15% damage reduction, man. Meanwhile, on Necro, you get 75% increased damage. Hello? What did we do? Ignore pain. Don't play Barb. What? Okay. Sorcerer. For each unique element you deal damage... For each unique element you deal damage with, you deal 12% increased damage for 3 seconds.
Hi guys, it's Rod Ferguson. Today is the best day of my life. Why? Because I get to drink all of your tears. Today I decided to delete Sorcerer from the game even though it was the most played class.
Well, it's not gonna be the most played anymore. No worries, it's gonna be Rogue. We're good. I'm super smart. What? Okay, for each unique element you deal damage with, you deal 12% increased damage. So that's pretty good. So you have, what is it, 3 elements? So that's 36% damage. If this is a multiplier, do you guys think this is a multiplier? I mean, it doesn't say X or plus, but it could be a multiplier. I mean, I hope this is a multiplier. If this is additive, it's useless. But I think it is. After taking elemental damage, gain 40% resistance. Oh man, the only problem with that is resistance doesn't do shit. Could it not be 40% armor, please? Like 40% armor, that would help the Sorcerer. Why does it have to be resistant? Like, give it some armor, please. Like, Sorcerer needs armor. You're already nerfing Disobedience. You don't have any more Scouts. And then you get Auras. I mean, okay, if you give it Auras, then maybe look that you change the Auras to be competitive to armor at least.
They're literally telling us to stop playing the game so much. They're balancing it for the dads who played D2 in their Chittlehood and have 2 hours to play a day nowadays.
No, I don't know. I think I don't agree with that because like they made the game a lot harder, and that's not really catering to casual audience. Like they made the game a lot harder. They nerfed all the defensive stuff by a significant margin, and they nerfed a lot of the offensive stuff as well. Like, this is not catering to casuals. Like, it's gonna be harder and more annoying in many ways as well. But man, like, some of these hearts are pretty cool. But like, I wish this was armor though. Okay, next one, Spite. When you are afflicted with a crowd control effect, well, Sorcerer has almost no unstoppable, so that's gonna happen. There's a 40% chance of the same enemy. 40% chance that the same enemy and enemies around you are also inflicted with the same effect. Meh. So you have to get stunned to stun. I don't know. That's not too crazy. Okay, here's the ultimate power. Core skills that launch a projectile consume all of your mana. So I'm thinking of Fireball. For every 45 mana consumed, you launch an additional projectile. The damage is increased by 5%. 5% per 45 mana? Yeah. How much mana? Okay, this is fucking insane. This is pretty strong. You just need to get mana. No, you launch more projectiles and they deal more damage. I mean, it's still... This is pretty decent. I mean, it's way better than what Bob's getting. 15% damage, man. Less RNG, guys. You can tank Lilith. Just dodge. 15% chance to not get damaged by the waves. Just dodge 10 times in a row. It's fine. Meteor is not a core skill, no. But Fireball is. It needs to be a projectile. It can't be a melee skill. But yeah, guys, that's all 32 Malignant Hearts. I mean, there is crazy amount of power in this one for all classes. And then, I mean, the super unique for Barb is kind of meh. I think the strongest super unique is the one from Necro or from Rogue. Like, Necro gets 75% increased damage. That's insane. Rogue gets 15% chance to apply all imbuement effects too. Wow, that's fucking crazy, dude. Looking forward to this. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of stuff on the Malignant Tunnels, some of the new powers. I'm going to link the article in the description, guys. But yeah, that's the overview and the first insights about these gems. So we will test them all in 2 days on the season launch test reel. It's going to be fun. Well, I mean, it's the actual season launch, but like, we never have tested these, so prepare for some crazy stuff, my friends. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.